Right.
Yo, let's get it.
What's up?
Man, I'm feeling good right now. It's been a long time coming, bro. My dude Tony on here. He ain't been on here in about
a year,
about
right?
2 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Y'all reunion was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago?
Yes.
That went by fast, man.
Cause you 03. Yeah. Yo, bro. I be seeing you do a lot of stuff, man. We about to talk about it right now. First of all, you got a soccer team, right?
Yes, professional indoor soccer team.
How you went about like getting that and getting to the business of soccer? How that happen?
So the original step was basically I went to this networking event, and I had the chance to speak with a couple of reps from the Pelicans and the Saints, and at the time the Baby Cakes, right? For those who don't know who the Baby Cakes were, they were a minor baseball team.
Used to be the Zephyrs.
The Zephyrs.
Yeah.
Long story short,
Make it loud, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
it was about. See, I'm checking the monitor. Long story short, it was we had about 50 people at that networking event, right? And Q&A time. Honestly, about 99% of the folks were asking about careers and jobs, right? Mm-hmm. Working, there's nothing wrong. We all come from some type of history of working for somebody else.
Right.
So I was like, man, it's time for me to get out the box. I already put, years of experience on coaching on the other end of it, from rec to high school. You know what I mean? AAU, all of that.
You did coach high school girls basketball, Cabrini. Am I right?
Ursuline,
yeah. It was
high school. I did a couple of high schools actually. East St. John, West St. John, Morris Jeff, and Ursuline. But again, I was just eager to get on the other end of it, right? And in that time, I became certified as a pro basketball scout.
I know that too. You were a scout, yes.
So I was, on the grind with that, working with international players on the pro level. But, the question to me was...
Wait, hold up. I got to question your credibility as a scout. Because you should have been scouting me.
We was doing it at Delgado, right? You remember that, Mike?
Yeah.
But long story short, man, and just hearing all the questions, I was like, damn, I mean... It's kind of saturated, right, with the same questions. I want to be a journalist. How can I be this? How can I be that? Sales, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, well, what does it take to be like the front, the head runners, right? Being a managing partner, being part ownership. Long story short, the GM of the Zephyrs, I forgot his name, the Spanish guy at the time, he pulled me to the side.
Enrique.
Ricky Barton, but he pulled me to the side after that, and he was like, he invited me to the game because they had a game like later on that evening, to sit in the press box with him. That was dope, right? So long story short, he gave me some details about being a GM and the front guys, right? Long story short, I started doing research online, and an opportunity presented itself. You know what I'm saying? So I just jumped in, saved up, jumped in, and that started it.
I mean, you got to have a certain amount of capital to buy a team, to be like an ownership. You got to have like a certain amount of capital.
Right.
I mean, true, but the stigma to that is because in the U.S. we all were focused on the NBA, the NFL, the NHL, right?
Right.
We forget that it's a middle and little guy prior to that, and being in any type of business, right? There's grassroots companies.
Right.
So I figured, well, I don't have the hundreds of grands and the millions to be a big dog, so might as well start off at the grassroots, right? I'm already coming from out the dirt. So the grind don't mean nothing to me at this point. I just need the opportunity to be at a table inside that,
inside that room.
Yeah. So, and I'm growing with it.
And I respect it a lot. Like that's pretty dope. Tell me about like the gratification you got from being a basketball coach, because I know basketball your first passion. Mm-hmm. And how you got into that?
Honestly, bro, you want the real story or you want the fabricated one?
I mean, give me that real shit if it's nice.
We've been knowing each other for some time, so honestly, man, I got into some. I was doing things that I at the time I thought was an out for me. Long story short,
he was selling heroin.
You just put that on somebody.
Nah, I was just being a knucklehead, trying to figure things out. And I made a move to get into sports business after, actually during the time of, Delgado time, I was into music business and doing, tracks and everything else.
You're producing crazy tracks.
Yeah. So, my leisure started really in 2007, the year I had my son, my first kid. Yep. So I volunteered for Rec, bro. And it just gave me an experience to kind of be like, I'm looking at myself growing up, not really trying to have that mind frame of being a mentor or some type of figure. It just was me like, man, there's one of these kids in this crowd that's in front of me, right? That might take a route like I did, or might be in a life experience that I've experienced. So I just wanted to kind of, paint a little better picture to the youth. So I stuck with it. I loved it. I loved the connection to the kids, the parents, just trying to do more for community. You know what I mean?
Right. Yo, I'm wondering how you got so much time, because they only got 24 hours in a day. And every time I see you, you doing something. You somewhere doing something.
Honestly, bro, it's my relentless mind frame now. Again, I'm not going to say my childhood was perfect. I'm not going to say it was the worst. But in my leisure, knowing what I went through, not meeting my mother, my father having a drug addiction problem, coming from the inner cities of Philly, moving to the South, I knew one day I would do more. I just didn't know what, right? But I've always painted in my mind like to be relentless for whatever I go for. Because honestly speaking, just from hearing my dad speak when we had our time in life, I'm not even supposed to be here. So I've always promised to do shit. Sorry for that uncensoredness.
Fuck, we curse.
Yeah,
It's cool.
Just to kind of be a representation of the life my mother lost and the life my father experienced, right? So I wanted to be I just wanted to kind of dedicate my journey to them. And, if I one day had have a family, which I do now, that's going to keep it going. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
I guess it's like you kind of breaking generational curses and everything, the way you moving right now with your family.
I ain't gonna say curses, bro. I hate that, because to me that was something forced on us. I'm gonna just say, man, I'm breaking the fears that may have been adapted by my ancestors, if that makes sense. I'm breaking the change that were probably forced. So I guess if you want to call it that, you can, but personally I don't. It's just I'm representing them.
Right, like it.
You know what I mean? So
I think a better term is a lot of people think you got to be in a certain status or hang around with certain people to be, get in the room that you get into. Mm-hmm. Like you're a regular dude.
Yeah.
Like you just happen to be in the rooms with a Pat McAfee or a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. It's not unattainable.
Right.
Should I say? Like all you gotta do is just be in the right place at the right time.
Yeah,
and speak up.
Right. So, and my method is I guess you could relate it to street terms, right? If someone is not gonna politely open the door up for me,
you gotta kick that motherfucker in. I say
I'm gonna give them options. I might not kick it in just then. I might, try to go through the garage or the window or the back door. If that don't work, now I'm kicking it in, or I'm gonna come and buy the building.
Oof. That's a boss move.
That's a Nick move. Yeah, bro. Man, all right. Man, what that was you was doing in Philly? I think I saw you and Tyreek. What's that nigga name? Michael Rainey.
Michael Rainey.
Michael Rainey. I saw you and Kiss. Like, what the hell you was doing?
So it was more so. I assist my cousin. My cousin name is Marvin Bing. Right, we're first cousins. And my cuz, he's into. I mean, basically, we're like the same. We're relentless, getting in things that's going to help the culture help the community, promote the community.
Love it.
Level up the experiences or the, with people, everyday people struggle with, right? It's not just black, white, brown, yellow. It's everybody, right? I mean, obviously we have a focus on that, but we were in Philly, basically, making door-to-door connections, hand-to-hand connections with Philadelphia. You know what I mean? To tell people, go out there, cast your vote, make your voice more important than what it is. Now, on the political end of it, I'm really not, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's your duty. It is your right. If you want to use that right to vote, you can have all your ideologies and your thoughts about it, whatever the case may be. But, that's what it was. And we had a lot of people out there. Icewear, Bezo, obviously the cast from Power,
like
Kiss.
I can't remember everybody because I was looking at pictures. I'm scrolling on Facebook.
Yeah.
But the one thing I'm thinking is, why the fuck this nigga ain't bring me? Nigga, you know how much I love Jada Kiss? Shit, I get everybody in Philly to vote. Come on, let's go Philly.
Yeah. Mike Vick came, you know what I mean? We had a lot of people out there, man. It was a dope experience. And I always try to go back and relate with my folk back in Philly, you know what I mean?
This was up.
Yo, tell me about I was reading about this. What is it called? SVX or something?
So effing dope. Oh, you talking about the company? Oh, 9XV.
9XV. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Like my dog in his magazine. It's not a good picture of him. My son looking hella goofy, but I like this. I love this, man. The moves you make, I love this, man. Tell me about this.
So 9XV is basically like a joint venture. So yeah, the magazine is so effing dope. Based out of the West Coast, LA, Sacramento area. Actually, the owners of it, at least one of them that I do know, he's actually from the New Orleans area. So my brother Corey Norwood, he started this mag. But long story short, 9XV is basically like a joint venture, right? We came under one umbrella. My brother Jody Addison, he's originally from Atlanta, but he's been residing here in New Orleans for like 10 years. You know what I mean? Met dude at a bar. We just kept, you know what I mean, in contact. Our friendship went on, about 3 years. You know what I mean? So one day he and I was just, exploring, talking about, what we go through as a people and whatnot. And he had a vision on starting something, right? Mm-hmm. He actually left his job, bro. He was doing well in the medical field. And he hit me up. I was like, yo, bro, I understand. Like, I left the refinery. I was like a ultrasonic, I was doing like the scans on wells and stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, I get it, bro. Like I left that, hit music, started running, and one thing led me back into sports on the other end. But I supported his idea, and at the time, I was obviously trying to make more moves in sports, but I was stuck. I was like in a place like, damn, bro, like I was getting frustrated.
Like you was hitting the wall or something. You couldn't penetrate, pause.
Bro, honestly, I've been coaching sports since 2007, right? Went to school, got a degree, got certified. I've been, not to put them on blast, but let's say a local sports group, right? I've been trying to get jobs there since, like, honestly, 2014. Not one email back saying, yeah, come in, whatever the case may be. So, long story short, I wound up starting 2 companies of my own. Recruit First, which is basically a pipeline that I'm starting to empower youth to understand the sports business. Because, just like coming from where we come from, right? People start to look down on how we use the basketball, the football, the baseball to become, but you can't forget, our legends in our community, that's what they used as well. So why look down upon it because we got 10 million kids trying to play ball? Right?
I mean, I would rather my youth look up to an athlete than like the local drug dealer because
right.
I mean, back in the 90s was crack rock or jump shot.
Yeah,
that's all you had.
That's all you had. And I come from the era of shooting basketball in the creek. That's all I knew. Right?
I come from never a crack.
I mean, that too. Yeah, the 80s era, you know how it go. But And the other end of it, I'm just starting my own sports agency, which is Tony Gastearl Sports, where I want to.
I think I saw you doing that too.
Yeah.
Like, say, son, a lot of things you do, I just be proud of. Like, cause you
got to keep.
We fuck with each other, so I'm like,
yeah.
I see what he's doing. He like really trying to make a way for him and his family, his legacy. He living his dream, and I only can salute that. Like, I love that shit.
And not just for me, it's like I want to raise the bar, right? But I don't want to raise it.
This nigga bitch pressing.
Yeah, like no, and I'm showing it for a reason. I don't want to raise it too high where our community feel as if it's unreachable, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because we got this we got a monkey on our back that we got to get off as a whole, right? But getting back to 9XV, we just came together and our focus is real estate, sports, tech, and we just want to help people. We want to guide people, right, on investing, on opportunities. So it's like
not gatekeeping, but actually guiding. I like it. I like it.
We can't. I mean, that's an industry thing, gatekeeping. You're right, and it's there. But
it's a nigga thing too.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of blacks with power.
Yeah,
I hate to say it, but they kind of gatekeep and trying to hold you down. That's why whenever I had power, I always try to empower them.
Exactly.
Right.
My individuals. So 9XV Recruit First, Skies Sports is trying to make a lane for the everyday individual. Again, it don't matter your color, creed, sex, all of that. If you want to make yourself level up, if you don't have those resources, we're trying to be that resource, right?
It's fire.
I'm relentless, bro. I don't give a damn where I'm at. I'm going to get it. You know what I mean? So,
man, like that is fire. But that's not the only thing you had your hand in. Like, I mean, what else you try to do as far as penetrating the sports world? Because that's sports. Because that's like obviously you do a lot of things, but your main passion is somewhat sports and basketball.
Yeah,
that's probably your main
it's just
passion.
because it's an easy bridge to walk over and get with youth. You know what I mean? And the youth are the future. I don't give a damn how smart we are as adults. We know there's another generation coming. Right. So I'm not trying to recreate a wheel. I'm just tweaking it a little bit, using it for what it is, and trying to figure a way out how to stay connected to another generation that can at least make it better for, the elders, those of their time, and those of the future. You know what I mean? So,
all right. I mean, you had like any OGs that kind of guided you in the way, or you was just kind of walking blind and hoping something to hit?
Real talk. That's all I used to sit around. I used to sit around older folks. I was raised by my great grandmother. You know what I mean? And I had her for a short time in my life. I was born in '83. She passed in '96. Right? Never met my mother. Father was out in the streets. So I was always around my older cousins. Young guys in the '80s, '90s doing their thing. You know what it was for how can you say it? A misguided generation that don't have elders. You know what I'm saying? My immediate family is super small, bro. The oldest person in my family on my immediate end is like probably 53. We have no elders.
That's pretty young.
I'm trying to tell you. Yeah. And there's only about 12 of us, 15 of us, not counting their kids. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about who. And we all grew up in the same household. Right. So I used to hang around my daddy friends coming up. I used to hang around my uncle and his buddies sitting around, on they reefer times, every day, 9 to 5, and you know what I'm saying, ex-Marines, ex-Army men. I used to hang around that. So some of my morals and my attitude and my demeanor is embedded in that. That's why, and it's not a stunt thing with me. It's not remember me. I bring something for y'all every time I come here. It's just
you're a humble person. Like you always had humility since I known you. You never been like arrogant in your face and boastful. Nah, that's more like me.
Yeah. So they taught me, and I mean, my dad had some real. I'm talking. You never speak on type guys around him. So that's just the demeanor I carry with. Don't get it twisted though. You know what I mean?
Yo. I want to talk more about the scouting. You still do that?
Yeah, periodically. Scouting is dope. Is I think my take on it. It helped me understand the sports industry on obviously, the athletic side, but it made my eye more keen to techniques.
Yeah.
Understanding the ceiling of a athlete or whatnot. And I mean, I had experiences with the NBA Summer League. Sorry. I've done stuff on the East Coast, West Coast. I've won a championship actually in the Summer League. I mean, officially it wasn't a it's a championship, but it's nothing like we're raising a trophy, right?
Right.
But in Vegas, I was assistant coach for Team Poland, and I got my first chip in the first year of being a scout. You know what I mean? Came second up in, I think, the Atlanta, if not Atlanta Combine, it was Myrtle Beach. But long story short, it was a dope experience connecting with guys. I actually spoke with a couple of guys to kind of help them choose the contract that they chose. Mm-hmm. One guy went to Australia, another guy went to Croatia, and one guy went to Germany. So it was great building.
I mean, I watch you. You're in touch with a lot of athletes. I see you chopping it up with them. Are they thanking you for this and that? I see you doing a lot of stuff.
Man, it ain't even about with me. It's not. Again, bro. We all here for a certain amount of time. Like, I look at my experience, like with my rugby guys. Right. Just yesterday, I was downtown, and one of the players, his name is Damian Stevens. He's a African player, right? And he's one of the players that's actually going to work with Recruit First to help guide our youth to sports business,
right?
But man, I hit him up like, yo, what's up? Because we were talking about doing something later tonight, and he let me know where he and the guys were hanging out with their wives and girlfriends and whatnot, and I just pulled up on them. So it's not like, I'm your quote unquote one of your bosses. Right. To me, it's just, man, we equal. I mean, that's just how I look at it. I don't know. I don't put that. I mean, look, I get you, Mike. I mean, I'm sorry, Nick. I get you, and I understand that.
We look alike.
It's just I don't have that approach. So I want the guys to have a bridge and relationship with me. Like, man, he's all.
I mean, I know what you're saying, but they got a fine line between a subordinate and a person. So
true.
I don't want somebody under me thinking they could talk to me like we equals, especially like in certain situations, because then they might not do the work. But that's in the corporate world. I ain't talking like this is sports. It's a little different.
I mean, no, it's still corporate. Like, It don't matter what level. But that's I think when you're around a group of guys or young ladies who's been in a profession, they understand that, right?
Yeah, I hear you, but everybody don't, because I used to empower my subordinates all the time when I was a store manager,
right?
And them niggas start thinking like we equals and shit. I'm like talking like I don't want to do, like you gonna fucking do it. I don't want to have to like be that boss type nigga.
No,
but
I feel you, but that's a mentality thing and level of employee that you're dealing with. I'm talking on a. You know what I mean? And if it gets to that, you handle it accordingly, as you should.
Right.
But they have that choice or option to feel that way. I can't control that.
You can't control the body emotions or feelings, yeah.
I can only, react to, right? But again, I want to be a player, like, it's different type of players. Like on Madden, you get them three options of owners. You get the money mongo, right? You get the fan, then you got the ex-player. You feel what I'm saying? And you look at you see the description of each.
Yeah, the pros and the cons of each and everything.
But again, I'm a young dude that's hustling to keep this going. So my approach is totally different. They don't have that type of description on Madden, right? That's why I always, if you look at how I post my pictures when I'm talking sports stuff, I say the unorthodox story. Because my entryway was
your post bother me.
Oh, we not.
You got number bad hot takes.
We not. I'm not. Mike, you know where you going?
I already know.
I'm not even going for that one, bro. You got it. You got that one, Nick.
Yo, can you still hoop?
Yes.
So I'm asking you a question.
Come on with it.
I already know.
Could you put on a wig and play in the WNBA?
I knew he was about to ask.
Joanna, man. Like,
Yes.
Could I or would I?
I'm asking, like, you think you can play in the WNBA right now? Can you get some minutes?
Hell yeah.
Because I know for a fact I can get about 10 minutes on the bench, but he don't believe in me.
I'm gonna get about 16. I'm gonna give it. 16.
When the last time you played basketball? Yes. No, but I know when the last time he played.
2 weeks ago, game 1 of the NBA Finals. I was by Woe playing.
Talking about online.
I was by my partner Woe playing basketball against his son.
How old his son is?
15.
How tall?
Was it a full court game?
About 5.
Because you still got a guard.
How much did he weigh?
Shit, I don't know, about 150.
So he's smaller than me.
Any experience?
He play ball. But
don't mean.
But hold up, I can go against a WNBA point guard because they're like 5'9".
You're not guarding point guard.
Yes, I am.
You're not a guard in the WNBA.
He's 5.
I can be whatever I want.
6 foot.
I'm 6'2". I'm 6'2".
6'2".
Yes,
he'll be a point guard. I don't know.
I can play guard in the WNBA, and I know for a fact I can put a wig on and get some minutes. Like I'm not the worst player out of everybody.
Did I say
you would have to? You cannot play in the WNBA with that joint.
Hold up, but they had a question. I mean, they had a dude named a woman. Her name Lashia Clarendon. Like she played for the Sparks right now. I mean, but she a trans man. I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't know either. I didn't know they had one of them in the league.
Yeah, she a trans man, and that nigga trash. Like,
I mean, that don't mean you can play because you trans.
You a nigga. You ought to be able to play. Shit.
No, some people just can't play basketball.
But you a nigga. You a grown man playing with women. He should be the top player.
He just can't play basketball. That's it.
But I know for a fact, me and you we going to Sky right now. Me and you, we going to Sky. But they'd be number 1 right now.
I mean, I've always been a Seattle fan.
Whoa. And we going to the Sky. That's where we're going.
We going to the Sky? I saw them play like a month ago in LSU.
Oh, yeah.
They played the Brazilian team.
Well, that was the preseason game.
Yeah, it was dope.
Yeah. I want to catch a WNBA game. I've never been. Like that'll be a good experience. I want to catch one.
I mean, it's cool. Like, I think on that tip, New Orleans should have a team, but we're not.
Wouldn't be to support it.
Yeah. I don't think it would do well.
Like, I mean, because honestly, in the South, it's not just New Orleans. Like Atlanta, a lot of teams have trouble growing crowds because they call them football countries. Like the Atlanta Braves. They were a great team in the 90s. Yeah. 14 straight division titles.
Yeah.
Playoff game fucking empty.
Yeah.
Like a lot of places it's hard to draw.
Yeah, it is. I don't understand it, but you're absolutely right.
Because I would love a WNBA team, but they're not ready to expand here yet.
Man, I would go to, honestly, because I'm a Laker fan, and I do go to the Pelican games. Like every year I get like at least
I'm a minimum sometimes
5-6 games in, right? But I would definitely back up the WNBA on that, for real though.
And I like watching. Like I watch games. Like when the finals game was, when it was recently Thursday.
Yeah.
I was watching the field play the Valkyrie. I turned that shit off. I'm watching the field play Valkyrie.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's.
I definitely represent women's sports all around. I actually reached out to. In my the last past year, bro, before it even got hot, because I tried to be. My thing is, I want to be the curve or ahead of it, right? I had some. I made contact with the AUSL, which is the new pro softball league that's coming out. People know about it now because the MLB just started investing.
Right.
It just did a big investment, not say started, but I'm talking like a year or two when they was just under the Raptors. Actually, the softball teams are actually coming to Louisiana and play, but it's just you got to go all the way to I think Lake Charles or some, something like that.
About 2 hours, huh?
Yeah. And that's, for us you got to be a diehard softball fan or you know somebody or, to go out there. Like,
right.
I'm not about to do that. I support it and I like women's sports. I've reached out to, the soccer leagues for women. I've reached out to, what's that? The volleyball leagues.
You know what I mean?
So it's just about starting to spark. You never know if you catch flame. You know what I mean? And that's my attitude.
Man, it was kind of good chopping it up, man. Let's start some podcast shit. Yo, Mike, start the pod in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it.
Same lane ducking me, same dame in love with me. Dipset, but one said I claim this sucker for
Yo, what up, people? It's episode 210. Never heard music loud. Last week that shit was too loud. I was talking over the music, didn't even hear me.
Yes, you told me turn it up. Turn it up.
But I appreciate y'all being here tuning in, man. We about to get it popping. I got Tony, I got Fresh. You know I'm Hollywood, man.
Getting the bigger picture, we live in the bigger picture.
Yo, this is episode 210 of the TMI podcast. That's toxic masculinity issues. You know, we bring that toxic shit to the forefront, and y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all rocking with us. We are forever grateful. And they call me Mr. One of a Kind, but I'm kind of the one. It's Hollywood Nicky.
When I'm on TV, I gotta look good because I know the whole block watching.
The whole block watching. I got the freshest in the building, Mike Fresh. And I got Mr. Do It All, Tony Gastearl. How you say your last name?
You got it.
Got it right.
It's about time. I mean, it's 20 years. 20 years, Nick. Come on.
Yo, man, let's get some mental health checks. Say, bro, what you did this week?
Honestly, besides just trying to get busy, more busy than what I, been.
Talking about getting busy. That nigga nasty. Getting busy. Getting busy.
I did take a nice trip with the wife to a cabin. She treated me to a cabin trip. I mean, that was dope.
That's dope.
Yeah, so we had quality time. My
wife treated me to Popeyes.
Huh?
My wife treated me to Popeyes. I ain't get no cabin trip.
It is what it is, bro. But just trying to make more connections in the sports world, and I'm preparing for a couple of new opportunities coming up. We got a trip to Vegas. I actually leave Monday for my son, who just Naheem. Yeah, he recently graduated. We're gonna have a party for him. He's gonna play ball in Hawaii. And he.
What you gonna do with me or something? Play 1-on-1, and I beat him 11-0.
FanDuel, I'm putting 1,000 on him.
11-0.
He gonna smoke you, Nick.
You think I wouldn't score on him?
You might get 2 points.
How many points you gonna score on him?
I taught him, so I know his weaknesses.
Yeah.
I can play defense. The one thing I'm great at is defense. That's the one thing I'm great at.
He gonna cook you, bro.
He might. I'm young.
I'll give you 4 points because he's gonna be nice. You know what I mean?
How tall he is?
He's 6 foot.
Yeah. How much you weigh?
Roughly 170.
How much you benching?
Oh, he benched, bro. He definitely benched more than me when I was coming up.
Because I'm gonna try to bully him.
Nah, yeah. But he's getting ready to go play ball in the Florida area at a school called Victory Rock. You know what I mean?
That's dope. Proud of him.
I'm at the end of July. I've been delegating with this group called Black Salona. And I met a group of delegates from Spain sometime last year, and they have the idea about fighting racism through sports. Right. And Black Salona,
that's the best way.
Yeah. And Black Salona, I'm going to show them some love over there in Barcelona at the end of next month. So
that's what's up. Shit.
Say, Fresh, what you did?
None of that shit. That's for damn sure. But this is a chill week for me. Just work. Nothing big.
Just work. That's all we can do.
All right.
What did you do?
Friend of the show, Just Robin. Her birthday was Juneteenth, Thursday.
Right.
Oh, word?
So she had like a yoga event that I went to. And I felt gay. Nah.
Happy or?
Nah, bro.
Happy.
Like Robin got a nigga like doing downward dog.
Yeah.
So my ass be in the air.
Oh.
Then she got a nigga doing some kind of.
You didn't pass gas in one of them joints.
No, I didn't. It's hot yoga. It's stank.
Hot yoga is crazy.
But she got a nigga like dropping it like it's hot and shit, like doing all this. Like damn, nah, come on, Robin, you gotta chill out. Clint was in there, so everybody else like doing it. Me and Clint kind of we gassed, we laying down. This little thick white chick in front of me, like, you doing a good job. And yo, she thick as a motherfucker. Like, yo, Dr. Umar be disappointed in me. Yo,
He said, Doc,
boy, she was thick as a motherfucker. I mean, I only look, but I said I did yoga with Robin. Oh, I called you when I was in the mall because I saw Rob Kazi, and I was like, "Yo, I want to get him on the pod, but I don't want like no groupie." Yeah. So he talking to somebody. What should I do? Somebody was like, wait till he finish talking. So I'm hiding in Cave Jeweler like this, looking at that nigga. So him and his girl walked.
You didn't lick your lips, did you? You didn't do the LL thing, right?
You better chill.
He did like this, Mike. Look.
That nigga said, I'm like, nigga, just stall him out. Like, wait for the conversation to be over with.
Yeah, man, you can't be afraid for a possible opportunity to make something happen, bro.
Nah,
that mentality gotta, you know what I mean?
Nah, I don't like looking like no groupie. I waited till him and his girl and his daughter left, and I just kind of zoomed around and I like, yo, what up, man? So we started chopping it up, talking about like, yo, you kind of funny. I'm gonna get you on the podcast. He was like, let me see it. I showed him some clips on the gram. He was like, oh yeah, nigga, y'all funny. Like, this is my number. This is my manager right here. This is a girl. Like, hit her up. So I started talking.
How much you wanted to charge you?
Not to get over here. I'm not paying that nigga. That's a lot. That's a lot. But he was a cool dude.
Yeah.
And last night, my girl had a 20-year high school reunion. So we in that bitch. It's like a game setting. I was talking to M-Line James. Cool ass nigga. I might get him on here. But depends on how I'm feeling. Because I be shitting on his clothes a little bit. I like what he do. I just don't like the clothes. They're ugly to me. Like, M-Line is ugly to me. All that shit ugly.
You think?
I mean, I saw some shits I like, but some shits look trash.
I mean, I think
but I like him. He a cool nigga, like hella humble. So, said, bro, tell me what happened with R. Kelly.
He OD'd.
On what? I ain't read the story because I hate R. Kelly.
No, because they said there was the doctor. I don't even know what the drug was. They never said what the drug was. They was giving him something, and I think the doctor gave him too much of it.
Oh, so it was
like an accidental overdose. He didn't do it himself. It was like an accidental. They say it was accidental, quote unquote.
Right.
But if you giving somebody medicine, you give them the same dosage over and over. And if you raise the dosage, you don't give them one dosage, then give them another dosage on top of that.
So, not saying it wasn't an accident.
Right.
It could be planned, but being in my experience, that's exactly how my mother passed.
Right.
So it could be accidental. You know what I mean? But you know, when your life is in other people's hand,
right? That's
a possibility.
I mean, just my disdain for R. Kelly. I ain't looking into the topic. Like, whatever happened to him, because I still can't separate the man from the music. Obviously, he's a great individual. Like, musically, he's probably on Mount Rushmore. If we talking about musically,
definitely,
he's on Mount Rushmore. But I can't separate the man from the music. And your boy pissed me off, Zam. He talking about some allegedly.
Who was it?
His friend.
Oh,
I'm like, this nigga be fucking 14-year-olds. He talking about allegedly. Nigga, I saw the tape. I saw two of them.
You know who showed me the tape at school?
Wait,
Nazam did. So I know he saw it.
There's a tape of Kel's.
He talking about the P tape.
Oh, the P tape. All right,
yeah. That's who put it on the computer at school. He was in the lab. He said, "Y'all want to see the R. Kelly tape?"
What school? Delgado?
No, 35.
35. He's in high school.
Oh, so y'all like MySpace that we're talking, and he presented the tape.
He pulled it. I guess he must have downloaded it off what it was.
LimeWire.
You remember LimeWire?
Yeah.
Buku viruses.
Yeah.
Pause.
Ruined a lot of my. I ain't fucking LimeWire. Ruined a lot of computers.
Yo, that was the time though. All the downloading all the mixtapes in the movies and games and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Last time we talked to Ace.
Actually, man. We spoke recently because I saw his mom. I was doing an AAU basketball tournament out in Texas, Houston, and just so happened his mom was in the hotel where my team was staying with her granddaughter, which is his niece. And we chopped it up. You know, we hit each other up every once in a while.
So I talked to the nigga recently, but before then, it's been like about three years. I ain't talked to that nigga in a minute. No, about 2 years. But we talked last week for a second.
Oh, when he was home, right?
Nah,
was he home or?
I think the nigga was in L.A. or something, or Miami. He
was in L.A. with Wayne. But the actual face-to-face time, I was in Miami on a little visit or whatnot, and I pulled up to the studio with him. You know, holler at all the homies that was in there. You know what I mean?
But I ain't seen that nigga face to face in like 5 years. We was at some kind of club or something. He ran up on me. I know who the fuck that was, man.
Oh, word.
That got behind me, touched me out. You know, I'm defensive. Me and my girl, so I'm about to swing. I didn't know who this nigga is. He like, what up, my dog?
They staying busy, man. He got to do what he got to do. You know what I mean? Love him. That's my bro. So.
Yeah, that's my little nigga. I met that nigga playing basketball.
We go back, so we all go back. Like, it's crazy.
I wanted to fight him first time I met him.
Who you didn't want to fight, Nick?
Nah, man.
You know the crazy part?
My first time
when I met this dude, he like one of the few people. I'm off the rip, cool. Everybody else I be wanting to fight. I ain't like Harold at first. I ain't like Curl. I hated Clint for like a month. Like I don't be liking nobody at first either.
When we first met at school, bro, you know, Nick would come in with his fitted joint, the jersey, he always been a fly guy. You know what I mean? Oh, yo. Who's your favorite team? Who's your favorite rapper? Anybody that he don't like, he going at your neck, bro.
That is true. That's true.
But you gotta love him for it because he's 100. You know what I mean?
Yo, say, bro, am I a hater?
I know I am. No, you're a hater of haters because you don't like when I hate niggas, but do you hate niggas and it's cool. When I hate niggas, we don't move like that. We don't move like that. Nah,
I'm asking because they got a little kid on Instagram, and I used to like him. He always eating like extravagant food. You know what I'm talking about? He always like it's a little kid on the gram. Like his mama make him like something extravagant every day.
Real?
Lamb chops, tomahawks, wagyu.
It'd be a big ass plate too.
And he'd be like, "I'm eating this and I'm getting healthy."
Never saw it.
And I used to like him. Now I'm tired of that damn kid. That little nigga piss me off now. Always eating this shit. That's why I'm like, damn, am I a real hater? Man, you think you a hater? Nah.
Oh, hell no. He ain't in him, dog. That's hating this for people like me. He ain't got a mean bone in his body.
Yeah, I just
you gotta leave it up to people.
I hate Luke Walton still.
As a coach or a player?
A player.
That was random as fuck.
Nicky, out of everybody you hate Luke Walton.
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
That's crazy.
I saw Junior.
That's my Luke Walton.
Yeah.
Bill Walton's son.
Yeah,
that's what I'm laughing. It was random as hell.
Like I don't hate him. I hate Smush Parker. I hate LeBron.
He was just.
I hate LeBron.
I ain't gonna say I hate LeBron. I just dislike his game. But I mean, I guess because I'm a more Eddie Jones type guy. So
hate Eddie Jones.
See, now we about to start a war.
Nah, bro, he got that mustache. He like a skinny Carl Winslow.
Oh, and it's one of these cornerbacks. I'm not gonna say his name for the Eagles. Trash. He got to go.
Cooper DeJong?
No, hell no.
I don't like him.
Why?
I don't like white cornerbacks.
White. I already know you already knew he was gonna say because he's white.
I don't like white cornerbacks or white receivers. Or white running backs.
How you get a how? Like, how does that even become a thing, bro?
Because normally white people are unathletic. So if I got a white man in front of me, throw me the ball. Like, they call that quarterback or tight end.
The traditional.
Yeah. Punter.
It's a new era, dog. I mean, look.
They only got one cornerback that's white. That's one nigga.
Now in our time, but I mean, if you're looking at what John Lynch was
he couldn't cover.
He was a hitter.
He can't cover nobody.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
He can't cover a baby with a blanket. He can't cover nothing. Oh man. Hey yo, what's this I'm hearing about Fat Joe getting sued?
For sexual the dude the crazy. The dude suing him. Fat Joe didn't do nothing to him. He's suing him because Fat Joe did stuff in front of him, which is weird. Like he was allegedly having sex with minors and all kinds of other shit. But he's suing Fat Joe for $20 million for. I still don't know what the hell he's suing him for. Because Fat Joe did stuff to other people in front of him.
If somebody worked for you, you can't do sexual explicitly things in front of him. Like you work for me, I can't bring the joint in here and fucking in front of you because that's harassment. Because you work for me.
How are you harassing me by having sex with somebody in front of my face? Yes, but how is that harming me to I can sue you for $20 million?
Megan Thee Stallion cameraman tried to sue her because she was eating somebody's cat in the limo and he was there. We talked about
that. And it got thrown out, right?
I really didn't pay attention to the story, but I heard about that was Lizzo, you said?
No. It was Megan Thee Stallion.
Okay.
Like she was getting a cat ate or eating a cat in the limo with her cameraman, and he ain't like it. So he's suing. He tried to sue.
He tried.
He was doing the video shoot.
He wasn't video. It was on the way home, and he was just there. He was riding with him, and they started getting busy, and he wanted to sue. It got thrown out though.
I mean, look, right now we at a time where you can't, hiding your private life is pretty much, an extinct thing. So people trying to get on any kind of way they can, bro.
Well, you got to watch yourself because you work in the sports field, and somebody can get mad at you and then say, Anthony did this and all.
No, it's facts.
Right.
That's why, I used to not give two beans in a bucket, but now it's like, all right, even when I'm out with my guys, like, I'm not talking crazy, you know what I mean? Like, if I'm around friends, I'm not acting too far out of, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Character.
Well, I'm out of character because if somebody try to sue me, I'm going to show them how crazy I am. And you're not going to beat me in the crazy off.
What you going to do, bro?
I don't know, might smack a nigga, pistol whip a nigga. I'm going to do something.
That's the Hollywood in them, bro. You can't do that, man.
I'm going to scare them straight. Nah, Nick ain't do nothing.
Stupid, huh?
Nick ain't do nothing, bro. Nick ain't do nothing, man. Oh, but I want to ask you this. I want to ask both of y'all this. Say you get famous and you get rich. You feel like it's your obligation to take care of me?
Yeah. If I get rich, it's gonna be off this podcast. We partners. We brothers. We business partners. So ain't no way in hell somebody gonna, like I always told you, somebody pull me to the side, and be like, oh, we want you to have your own podcast, but you can't. I'm not. No.
And I told you you're gonna do it.
What's rich though? What you mean?
Like $20 million. Like Spotify.
I'm gonna say like you're a multi-millionaire. I get like $6 million, multi-millionaire.
All right. It's not my obligation to take care of you unless you my household or a parent. To that degree.
I mean, I don't got kids in an old lady.
But I'm gonna show love. Like I'm a help. You know what I mean? If I get 16 mil. And I've already done it before. Like I'm counting how many people I really rock with.
You got 16 million before?
No, he talking about the calculations. I ain't never take care of.
I'm about to say you done it because nigga, I'm about to rob you. 16 million.
Like, you ain't never thought about like if I get rich, I'm taking care of
X, Y. Yeah, you breaking it down.
Every single person I know. I don't care about money like that. As long as I can feed my family.
I say that,
every person I know.
Every person I know, because every person I know don't need that type of help.
Not every person who like you. Everybody who came on this podcast show love. Right. Any nigga who I encounter in the street and I fuck with them. If I can call you, I'm gonna give you something. I brought this up because B Simone's friend, her best friend, was doing an interview, and she was struggling, living with her mom, living check to check, single mother, didn't have no money, and her best friend is B Simone, and B Simone was like handing people checks and shit,
right?
And her friend was like, "This is my journey. That's why I can't put that on you." I'm like, "Man, you wild."
What you mean? So the friend didn't want to ask?
Yeah, the friend didn't want to ask, but
that's a moral stance.
But I ain't got it. Like, if I see my nigga struggling, you ain't got to struggle. If I got money, you got it.
Yeah, like I've done that
built
before.
Different.
Like I've done that before. Like I remember I was working for Disney, the Disney Channel radio that was behind Lakeside Mall.
This nigga had 1,000 jobs
during like pre-Katrina, right? Long story short, after Katrina happened, they showed love. They sent out lump sum payments for the people at our radio station, and the crew wasn't big, so it was Disney. They the number one entertainment group in the world. Right. They own a lot of stuff, a whole lot of stuff you don't know. Long story short, relative of mine just out of GP. You know what I'm saying? Call him up like, where you at, B? Such and such. Man, I sat. I think it was like $1,500 in his hand. I mean, I ain't had. And then the rest I put away for savings, but it was just because how we rocked when we was going through our times as a youth in high school, and you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just off a GP. You know what I'm saying? I've done it multiple times. Just my gratitude. Not,
I mean, like I say, I'm not obligated to do it.
No,
but my generous nature, I'm gonna help. Like, there's no way I can get money. I can't give Mike money. Like,
right.
Anything in life I got, Mike got. He already knew this.
I think people don't like the word obligated, but I am. Because I'm not successful without this nigga, so I'm obligated to help him. Because there is no one without the other. Like if he wasn't around, I wouldn't be successful. So I gotta help. Well, he's a key component. I got to.
I won't go that far, but I understand where you're going.
Yeah.
Like,
because I feel like I have to.
Y'all got a brotherhood.
Yeah.
And y'all got certain morals y'all stand on. You know, like, if I'm down or I'm, you know, a situation is occurring for me, Nick got my back and vice versa.
Right.
And that's how it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, it's how far you want to keep going as brothers, as whatever the situation is. You know what I mean? It's a moral stance.
Right.
Like but like I said, I need money to survive, but I don't care about money like that. If any kind of lump sum in my hands, they got to get it. I got to give it to somebody else.
It sounds like he need to invest in me right now. Not in me, but invest. If you don't care about money that much, hey, come Nick, on, Big Nick.
Hey, nigga, I ain't rich no more.
I changed.
I was rich last year. I'm poor now. Fuck medical bills and shit, nigga. I'm poor now.
No, there you go.
Yo, man. It's the biggest scandal that happened this week. Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
But he was like sexting some nigga. Like,
huh? See, I don't be keeping up with stuff. I
ain't.
Like
I skimmed through the messages. It didn't sound like these stories. They be weird. Like people, they stuff happen to these people, and then they go back, and then it happen again, and then they leave and go back. Like that's why people be having trouble believing. I don't want to be one of the people like this nigga lying. I don't want to be that dude.
Him and Tyler Perry dated years ago. I think they dated years ago. That's why the text messages are so old. They're not fresh. But he worked for Tyler Perry under one of them TV shows.
On the
Oval.
Yeah.
I think my friend on there. My real life friend.
Yeah.
I know, what's her name? Sierra Payton. Well, not friends, but like we went to school together.
Yeah.
McMahon.
Yeah.
But like, he worked under him, and now he trying to get his payday. I guess they broke up or something.
Man,
but Tyler Perry, he got to be smarter. Like, dog, you a boss. Can't be fucking these workers, nigga. Go get your escort like Diddy.
That didn't work out.
Exactly.
Escorts didn't rap. They ain't rap.
All right, X Zion that. X Zion that. How that's working out for him?
Well, I mean, he's straight. She lies. I told you she was in the stories. Mariah Mills.
She saw it?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
Mariah Mills. She was in my IG story when I was making fun of her. I was making fun of her BBL, and she saw that shit.
You took a screenshot?
I think I sent it to him.
Yo,
like a few people be in the stories when you I gotta have Larry Monroe in the stories, Keith Lee.
Yo, that Larry run with what's old boy when they was fighting and all that. Yeah, that was funny.
That's when that boy was in my story because I was talking about it. And
that's funny.
I see this nigga peeping it.
Like people really be trying to look. It's all clout, bro. It's all clout. Larry's a businessman. If you don't like how he move, you ain't got to do business with him. And this goes back to what Mike was saying. Like some of these stories, man. Like if I'm working with you, right, and you do something that I don't agree with or it disrespects me or harms me anyway, there's no way in hell you can have me. Like I don't get the leash mentality. I guess it's a Hollywood thing, right? Like I'm gonna go back and say,
I don't understand it either. I'm
gonna go back and experience the same thing multiple times and cry about it 10 years later when I don't get my way, or I feel it's an opportunity to have a lawyer say, "Oh, let's make this up." You know what I mean? Like I can't get it. Like I'm not sticking around the weird energy and experiences like that. That's how I know my son gonna beat you by 10, right there. Exactly. That was that. That's dude. You had a free throw line right now, bro.
Yeah, there's no way it's not gonna be me in a free throw shooting contest. The one thing I can do is shoot free throws. I ain't ice water at the line.
You've been on. What new games you've been on? Online or whatnot?
I'm back to start playing Vice City again, but I just be on 2K. Me and my niggas.
Just sports games.
Pretty much.
Don't tell me you got a game coming out. Come on, bro.
No, I wish.
I'm about to say Jesus Christ, man.
I wish, but I do.
This nigga.
Did y'all hear about the new anime? The black dude that's making this black anime.
No, I ain't hear about that.
And it's I'll send you the information after the interview, but it's a black dude that's coming out with the only, from my knowledge, I don't know, all black anime. I don't know if you call it cartoon,
like the Boondocks.
Similar. He got some dope like graphic work, you know what I mean? But they're looking for investors right now, bro. Now, obviously, you got to read the terms and understand your return and all that. But
man, this nigga
dude's coming out.
He look at everything. He looks at everything.
Right.
What we know about it? Like, oh, I invested in that. Like, he on everything. Say, bro, how long you been married?
Man, 9 years. Wait.
Uh-oh.
She already get it. 9 years.
Like, I've been married 6 years. We gonna talk about
man, let's get to the Jim Jones and Nas.
Oh Lord.
I already know.
Oh Lord.
He said he wanted to bring it up, so I'm gonna beat him to the punch. Go ahead. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
I mean,
as far as the topic was asked,
what the question is, like,
that's what I said.
Nas is a better rapper than Jim Jones. It's not even close. Nas got better projects than Jim Jones. Like, because. So I don't know what the debate is. Like,
I think that's what Joe was saying. Like that, he didn't want to go to that topic because he kind of saw like Jim is in his feelings right now. Jim got beef with seems like everybody in the industry that says or questions his craft. Which is Jim I understand.
His last 4 projects were really good. Like Jim makes good music.
Real.
Like Jim makes great music.
Hot.
Yes,
like, I like it.
Jim makes good music.
He doesn't
right now.
have the I guess the spotlight as much as he used to when he was doing the reality shows and when he was with Dipset and whatnot. But Jim does put out dope music. Like if you pay attention.
But Jim kind of delusional because he was like, "Yo, look at our Billboard shit."
Yeah, and that's what he said.
Did y'all look it up?
I did.
Yeah.
What did it say? Zip, huh?
Nas had more Billboard hits than him, more top 10 hits than him.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's not.
I think Jim's biggest song is bigger than Nas's biggest song on the Billboard. I don't know what's Nas's biggest song on the Billboard. One mic,
probably.
That might be his biggest song on the Billboard.
Probably Rule the World to me.
Yeah,
if I Ruled the World, that was the mid '90s, bro.
But I think
not mid '90s.
I think We Fly High is probably a bigger song. It's a bigger song than anything Nas did. But Nas had
commercial wise, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about commercial. Yeah. We talk about Billboard. Billboard is commercial.
Yeah.
But I mean, we talk about the culture. Jim he did more for the culture. Like he influenced the way we dress, the way we talk. Like nobody talk like Nas or dress like Nas or won't be an actor like Nas. He's a bad actor.
Nah. We're comparing it to today, but if we back it up 20 years, there's a lot of dudes I saw walking around with the S school cut, the fade, who was getting the big medallion.
Jim Jones is more influential in the culture than Nas. Period.
How can you say
that? Like niggas
you talking about clothes?
Yeah, niggas wearing the fucking.
That's part of it.
Them skull chains.
That's part of the culture. Shit. That's part of the culture. Yes. Overall, no, because Nas, you got to remember.
You like Nas?
No, listen. Many people jumped on the Hennessy tip because of Nas. If we talking culture wise, right? Yeah, I know.
Say, bro, Jim Jones he's in the Diplomats.
But what I'm saying,
Diplomats had a way bigger influence on the culture than Nas. It's not even debatable.
All right, so now
Diplomats had probably the
that's
biggest
agreeable.
influence.
I'm not doubting that.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is that's part of the culture. I'm talking about in different areas of it. No, he's not as big. Part of that section of it, yes.
Well,
Dipset did they were the flyest group out. Like no doubt about it. You know what I'm saying?
All them niggas. They get swaggy.
So do Jim Jones take that from Dipset as an individual, or was it Dipset that put the culture on versus Jim Jones alone?
I mean, I guess it's Dipset, but like
my point
as a whole. But Jim is a part of Dipset, so you gotta include him in it.
Yeah, but he making it sound like it was him alone.
Like it was his ideas.
Yeah, like he was that.
I mean, but they all had their own swag. Like Cam had niggas wearing the square earrings and the yellow earrings. Jim had niggas wearing them skull belts.
No, right.
Like, everybody had their own thing.
No, I respect that again, but I'm just saying he made it seem like it was him individually versus Dipset who actually started that wave. Like we've heard the documentation where Wayne, was on.
Yeah.
I get it. Like, but Nas had that era too. It's just that Nas grew and got away from that. If you understand what I'm saying. Jim even said it himself.
Nas ass.
No, I'm not debating how you feel about it. But I know again, Hennessy sales and culture went from a mid-level, well, I can't even say that because Hennessy is historically like, you know what I mean, in the game. But Nas kind of raised the bar.
I mean,
with that era.
Yeah, I must say him co-signing something. It's gonna elevate whatever.
So,
like I don't.
I mean, look at it. I think Dipset took some of Wu-Tang style and just put diamonds and pearls on it. In a sense,
I don't think so.
Man, you better go look at Wu old pictures.
I did look at Wu old pictures. I mean,
come on, be for real. Be for real. Like they just put the ice on what the Wu did. I mean, and they made it suave. Come on, let's keep it a buck. They was wearing the
Wu dressed like niggas had dressed in the 90s, like gangsters dressed in the 90s.
All right, so the 90s with diamonds on it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I remember seeing Wu cats like this with their hats on, being more roughneck. You know what I'm saying?
He's here,
camo. All they did was take it up and put. You know what I'm saying? Like
niggas had beanies and hoodies, man.
I mean, it's your take, but you know, like I said, I think they just made it more commercial.
Like
they did introduce a new like Bathing Ape and all this other stuff. They were rocking that. You know what I'm saying?
I think the first nigga talking about the Bathing Ape thing. I think that was was that Pusha or something? That was Pusha.
Yeah,
that was a Virginia thing.
Not Bathing Ape. It was what's the Dipset was rocking. What shoes they was rocking back then?
Oh shit. I can't remember. I know you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
They were doing the chains and all that. Like I get it. Like you know what I'm saying. Just think they made it more.
But in general, I think Jim.
He should get the credit.
I think he don't get the credit. He
definitely should
because he's a great musician right now. But Nas is like Nas can be on somebody's Mount Rushmore. Nas could be in somebody's top 5, and I wouldn't argue it. I can't put Jim in nobody's top 5. Right. I can't put Jim in nobody's top 30.
I think, and that's what I think he got a problem.
Or top 50.
He got a problem with that.
Yeah. And it's right that he has the right to stand up for himself as an artist, as a businessman. Because Jim, I mean, he had a nice run with the reality show thing. You know, I mean, he got some dope songs that we all remember.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I just think he kind of went over the top, talking crazy on the Billboard.
I mean. But he kind of like he had a beef with Pusha last year.
Yeah,
and it was like
that's still going on, right?
Well, they ain't squashing, but they ain't sending subs back and forth. They like
Well, he got Mason.
They was thinking that Pusha's going in his career. They was like, yo, I'm gonna go against Pusha. Pusha made it look this. Jim made it this, and Jim shit was better. I ain't gonna lie, his shit was better.
It was more fly, because Jim a fly dude.
He was outside with the mic dropping.
Yeah, he a fly dude. Like he ain't stepping off his square. You know what I'm saying? He gonna stay fly. You know, that's that NY mentality. Right. It's funny when he was going at Mason and Cam though. You know,
but I ain't like that. I mean, Jim don't like Mace. Jim don't like Mace at all. Him and Cam got a love-hate relationship.
Right.
But I don't like niggas getting exposed back in their day and shit. They call Jim a groupie and shit. Like you was following us. Like I don't like
came
that.
Back and that was, you know, they both had their story to share. You know,
I mean, I'm kind of tired of like beef in hip hop. Like,
I mean, but you know,
I'm kind of tired of it.
I mean, it's always been there though.
It's always been. Yeah, I was about to say it's always been there.
Because it's so competitive, though.
It sells,
yeah, but the problem with beef is not based on music. It's based on everything else. Yeah. It's not about who raps better.
That's what it used to be about. Like I'm better than you, and I'm about to out rap you. Like now, it's about other shit.
Because everything became a reality.
The whole
show.
Kendrick Drake shit. It wasn't about bars. It was about like let's turn the culture and let's do this, let's do that. It wasn't about rapping.
Right.
That's what bothered me. Well, both niggas can rap.
Again, you know, we had the era where the reality show was showing people, you know, life behind the camera. Yeah, behind the screen. And that it became part of the culture.
Now
you know what I'm saying?
Social media era.
Yeah.
So now it's about streaming. Like I don't care if you rap, but if I got more streams, that's what everybody gonna fall back on.
I mean, right now it's Pusha T versus Travis Scott.
Right.
I don't even listen to Travis Scott.
I was about to say that don't even I just saw a topic where it was saying that Pusha has basically picked up every beef Pharrell had.
Yeah, he does that. He picked up every beef Kanye had too when he was close.
Yeah.
He like a guard dog.
I ain't gonna never knock nobody for that because if I hear a nigga say one foul word about this nigga, I'm gonna turn into a guard dog. Now you got a problem with me.
Hey, bro, what world they in? Nobody gonna say nothing bad about me.
I met Pusha twice.
He got into it with a nigga at Delgado over a fucking basketball game. Me and this nigga still don't like each other. He cool with this nigga now. He's cool with the nigga. I still don't like the nigga. Over that. And I wasn't even there that day. It was some shit I heard.
I beat that nigga like 11-2. One whole one. That's why, like, you gotta admire that kind of loyalty. Like, you fucking with a nigga that's my dog. Don't ever say nothing bad about this nigga ever. Or you got a problem with me. I like that shit.
I mean, y'all don't have like a real drama. You just don't care for him.
Yeah, because of the shit he said. Oh. And me and this nigga ain't never squashed it. He squashed the shit with the nigga.
I'm very likable.
And like once people actually talk to you, you very likable.
You're a forgiving person.
I mean, I'm straight. Like, nobody want beef with me. Like, you know what beef is? Like real beef. Nobody gonna beef with me. Like, in real life. All right, that's different.
Play the Biggie John. What's beef?
I'm about to say like beef in real life when you like watching over your shoulder. Yeah. Like, nobody gonna beef with me. Like, nah.
Yeah. You just don't like a person.
Like, I'm really a shooter. Nobody gonna fucking beef with me. I'm chilling. We don't stay our own thing.
Nick, why you become a shooter, bro? Why are you a shooter? Shoot this.
Man, look at this fancy shit.
Bro, the bottle might be fancy, but I don't think it's.
I ain't never saw a bottle like this before.
Exactly. You got something at home? You had drunk it before?
You're gonna like it. That's all I'm gonna say. Where you
open that shit up.
We gotta get prepared. Come on.
I'm gonna take a small sip.
How long we got left on the podcast, bro?
I'm about to end that bitch soon.
Yeah.
Oh well, you gotta tip off.
I gotta cut this shit off. I can't do it with my finger.
We're gonna take a little toast afterwards. Yeah. I'm gonna take a small sip of it because I don't be drinking. Nigga, I got a shit in my chest. I ain't drinking nothing. Oh man, we can final thought this. I think we hit on every topic. There's something I want to talk about, but I'm gonna do it next week.
All right,
hold it for next week.
I mean, once I pass an hour, I'm like, we gonna move over. All right, yo, T, give me your final thoughts.
Man, look, I want y'all to keep doing what y'all doing, representing the culture. You know what I'm saying? Keep talking to the communities out there, and yeah, level up, man. I wish y'all the best. Thank you for having me.
Of course, nigga. Of course.
Shit, I appreciate you for coming through, dog. Because he talk about you a lot. Like, he always like, damn, I got to link up with this nigga. This nigga always doing something. Like, damn. Like, this nigga should have invited me. Like, it's always, even when you're bad sports, to be like, damn, I hate this nigga sports takes. But I'm proud of this nigga, dog. I just hate the sports takes.
Yo, we went before we leave. What was it we were debating?
A lot of Russell Wilson.
There's a lot of shit.
And you know what? I got look. I got at the end of all of our debate, right? The last inbox I got from him. You know what, dog? You was right. That mother is trash.
No, we both were right because he's still better than Justin Fields. We both right.
No, I ain't gonna say that. Justice ain't really having the time to develop and to throw the longer pass. But if you look at the stats that Fields had his first 6-7 games. Listen,
it was 6.
It was 6.
4-2.
What he did. Russ did the same thing. His first 6.
Russ went 5-1 with more passing yards and more passing touchdowns.
Because he passed more.
Because he's the better passer.
Hold on. That's not the only aspect of being a quarterback. Russ never really came back from a deficit of 20 points or more. He was always in the middle area.
Nigga, he ain't never down by 20.
His red zone scoring was hella down. He had more turnovers.
Are we gonna do this?
Pull it up.
Hey, bro,
pull it up.
Hold on, Mike.
Hold on.
Say my nigga.
Pull it up.
When
pull it up.
When J. Cole dissed Kendrick, this nigga was talking about something. He wasn't talking about Kendrick. He had a whole diss track about the nigga.
I didn't say
he
that.
All get me down. Go
back to the. If we can go,
all get me down. He talking about somebody else.
I did not say that.
Down, Mike.
I said Cole was battling himself. That's what. Look how it came out. Look how it came out.
So why he apologized to Kendrick then?
I mean, the title of it is might delete later.
He would apologize to himself. He was bad on himself, right?
He did.
Take your loss.
Hey, let me ask you this.
Worst take ever. Take your loss.
All right, I'm going to take it out just because, right?
Yes, you got to take it out.
So, what's that?
Take one of these, too.
What's that, bro?
Insurance
card.
Oh, you slinging insurance?
That's what I've been doing for the past year, nigga. I can't work in retail no more. I'm sick. Life and renters.
I got you. So, look. At the end of the day, Fields showed the same with Russ coming in. What happened towards the end of the season. We saw a decline in what? In Russ, right?
Yeah, I mean, like his first 6 games, he was cool. His like last 3 kind of fell off. But like
last 4.
But like for the Steelers to win in the playoffs, Russ probably had to be their quarterback.
I mean,
but I see him winning.
He had a. I mean, Russ is a vet, right?
Wait, I want to ask you. You still do music, nigga?
No, I only deal with behind the scenes stuff with music. That's it. Like if
you still got equipment and shit recording.
Actually, I gave all my equipment to my one of my good friends back home. I'm talking I had over 500 records, beat machines, all of that. Like I want my brothers.
I want to hop back in music.
Real talk.
Yeah, I want to hop back in music.
What you waiting on, bro?
I don't know. My dude Rob, he be bad on when the shit. He was like, "Yo, nigga," like, we used to do tracks. He like, "Yo, get back in the booth." Like, I know you got to get back in the booth.
You remember you used to be trying to rap at the Elgato?
All the time. Like, I mean, shit.
You remember that battle rap I helped put together with Ace, with Allen, and my homeboy Focus?
Yeah, I got it's on my Facebook.
Yeah.
And, seriously?
Yeah. I mean, it's on my Facebook.
You literally got that?
Yeah. I'm going to tag you in the nigga.
Yeah, I got to see that joint. We was young as hell doing that, man.
When Official was on, she was talking about Focus.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I didn't meet her in the time, but we used to hit the road. Like, well, I wasn't on the road with that battle stuff as much, but Focus, we had a nice group, you know what I mean? My man G Money and all of them. But they used to do like grind time and all of this prior to what it is now.
My nigga used to rap in the grind time shit, the underground. That's what David, you know,
ATM?
Yeah.
He used to do that grind.
You remember
time.
ATM? I don't know if y'all remember ATM. ATM was like the only white dude holding it down around here. Dude was cool, but he wound up going to Cali or something.
But yeah, man. Oh man. Oh, give me final thoughts.
I did. Oh. Yeah, I started talking about Russell Wilson and Justin Fields.
I forgot, man.
Yeah. We extended it a few more minutes.
Music, yo. You playing?
Yeah.
Hey, yo. The team ain't solidified. The lead ain't solid. I've been solid since day one. This is episode 210 of the TMI podcast in the books. You know we streaming everywhere. Apple, Spotify, Google, YouTube, Amazon, iHeart. I still gotta look good because the whole block watching. I know my voice kind of trash. I'm fighting through it. I mean, I don't sound as sexy as I normally do. So ladies, tune in next week. I'll be okay. Yo, thank you, Tony, for coming through, bro. It's been a pleasure, bro. And you always come through with a fucking gift. Man, like, Mike, I love doing this, bro. I wouldn't trade you for the world.
Man,
oh.
Tell them get the issue. Print it out.
So effing dope.
So effing dope.
This nigga look like, who's this nigga? He look like AI.
Jason Martin.
This nigga like Mike a little bit too, don't he? Yeah. That boy like Mike a little bit too. Shit. AI Mike.
Oh, yeah, you do look like Mike. That's crazy.
That's your twin.
No,
hey, yo, we out this bitch. Peace.